The first clip of Terrell Rhodes being interviewed by the news alongside his girlfriend reveals a layer of intrigue in the case. While the interview is intended to elicit sympathy and empathy from the public, keen observers may notice subtle facial expressions and body language that raise questions about Terrell's involvement in the crime.
Yeah, go ahead.
Taylor Nicholson, TaylerNicolson.
Okay, and you're still?
Terrell, TERRELRHODES.
How's his last name?
Rhodes,
Rolls?
RHODES.
Okay. Do you guys both live in Las Vegas? Then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess just tell me your thoughts. I mean, this is 2 days now without your son. I mean, what's going through your mind?
We're devastated and hoping for the best of his safe return, and just saying our prayers and hoping that God's looking out for him and that he's not in any type of distress or danger. We just want our baby back as soon as possible in the best condition possible.
And it's grown to the amount that the father's saying that his sister didn't come get him. And if that's really the case, then where's my son?
I mean, it seems to be, I mean, there's different stories floating around out there. I mean, can you just explain to me what you think happened? Or
He had got a knock on the door at 6 a.m. from a lady representing herself as Giorgio's sister. And then situation process, he's trying to call me to figure out what's going on. And I'm asleep in Colorado and I wasn't able to answer in time. So as he's packing a bag, she grabs the baby and runs out the apartment. And by the time he's able to try to go find where she went, she was nowhere to be seen.
So you think this was the father's sister?
Yes.
To my knowledge, yes.
And what is her name?
Jasmine Stovall.
Okay, and his sister. And why would she come there?
I'm not sure. They knew the area where we lived, but they never knew the apartment, so they stalked us until they were able to find where the baby was. And
why would she take him?
Because the dad wanted to be in the child's life.
He didn't want to see him getting raised by me and her. He wanted to be in his child's life with the rest of his kids. Apparently he has a house, he has a stable foundation with 4 other more children, and the only missing piece was Amari.
I've always tried to be the cordial parent, as never not allowed him to see him or contact him. I just always told him, as long as you put in the effort to be in the child's life and show that you're trying to be the father, then that's fine. But he wasn't doing that. He wouldn't reach out, wouldn't call. It would always just be a message once in a blue moon. It was never consistent, never like he really wanted to do that. And then we had an argument on Monday, and then he did this on Wednesday.
So, you're saying that she came and took him. Has anybody talked to her at this point?
Police talked to her. We've called. They're denying everything. They've been searched, and he's nowhere to be found. So we're just waiting till he shows up somewhere.
So she's saying that I didn't take him.
Yes.
Right. So who do you know who went there with him in the first place then?
What do you mean?
With the hotel, who took Amari to the hotel? Was he?
What hotel?
Weren't they staying at the Emerald Suites?
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we live.
That's where you live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm confused. So
we live at the Emerald Suites, and nobody knew which apartment or whatever, so they stood outside watching to see where we were. And then that's when they realized, they finally saw Amari and saw him with him, and then that's when they came knocking on the door.
So who was at the Emerald Suites that day then?
He was left with Terrell.
With you, okay. Okay, that's what I thought. And so can you just explain what were you guys doing prior to, or what were you doing in the morning?
Before that occurred, we had just woke up. I had just fed him breakfast, and I was in the room on my phone at this time, laying down. He's in there playing with his toys, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door. And it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
and she said she was there to pick up my stepson. So,
Did you know her? Did you know her?
I never seen any sides of her baby daddy's family, so I
you
never
didn't know this one?
recognized her.
So then what happened?
So then I go to proceed to, okay, I'm gonna pack him a bag up, pack some of his belongings, and when that happens, I turn around to call her to tell her if this is this true, was this really prearranged? And as I'm doing that, she says she don't need anything for my stepson. They got everything they need for him. And
So you did she take him then at that
yeah,
point?
after that, she basically says she got everything that she needs for him, and just left.
Now, but you didn't know her though, correct? You've never seen her?
No.
So did you not know this person you're letting take Amari away?
I mean, from my knowledge, I already was told like someone was going to stop by, somebody was going to, but I never knew who. So I still had that in my head that somebody was coming by.
Who said somebody was going to come by?
That's what I was notified from my girlfriend prior to those days leading up.
So did you tell him that somebody was going to come by and get him?
I never said anybody was coming to get anybody. But I did say somebody would be by. So with that being planted in his head, he
That's what I took that as.
took it as she was there for Amari.
So who do you think actually came to the door and took him away then? Do we even know?
We know, and police are investigating everything and doing the best of what they can to try to reach out to everyone and try to find him wherever he is.
And I'm sorry, just so I'm clear then, who do you think came to the door that day and took him away?
His sister.
His sister, okay. So do you think indeed that was the sister who came that day
Yes.
to take the, okay. And what did she say to you? I mean, did you talk to her?
The only words that we had were that she was there to pick up my stepson, and that she already had talked to my girlfriend about it. So when I turned around to go pack his bags up, get his few belongings together, she already said that she didn't need anything. They had everything for him, and that was it.
You didn't even give him all his things and stuff then?
She didn't take anything.
She didn't take anything from you guys, okay. So now, did you okay the sister to come and get him?
No. But his family never knew where we lived. They knew the area, but not the apartment number. And I never spoke to anyone giving the okay for anyone to come and take him or have him or anything. They just showed up uninvited.
Okay. So you never told him that she was coming?
No.
But did you tell him somebody was coming?
Yes.
Did you tell him who was coming?
No.
No.
No. So did you know exactly who was coming? You didn't know? Okay.
When she arrived, that's first thought I had in my head was, oh, so this was someone, I guess, that was coming.
Sorry, just so I'm clear, I'm sorry I keep asking redundant questions, but so are you saying that the sister never had permission to come and get him?
Correct.
She just came and took him?
Yes.
Okay. And have you talked to her lately? I think you just told me that.
No, I haven't spoken to him or to his family in a year and a half. That was the first time that Giorgio went to prison 3 years ago for abusing me while I was pregnant. And he got released last year around August, and he visited him 2 days while he was in town, and that was the only time Giorgio's ever met and seen Amari. So his family, that was the first time they had seen him, was the one day of the visit. They haven't been to contact me, they haven't showed any emotion towards this. They haven't contacted me to get the story. They haven't contacted me to see where he is. They're not telling me anything. And then he sends a video into the newscasting, and he's smiling in the video. He's not showing any type of emotion, like as if he's really a concerned parent. It's like he just wants the publicity from it.
So my understanding is he hasn't seen Amari much.
No.
Correct.
What we were told.
I've been present.
You've been here, okay. So if he really hasn't been around, why do you think now all of a sudden he wanted to be around Amari?
We've always had, like I said earlier, I've always tried to be the cordial person, you know, try to co-parent and whatnot. If he reaches out to me, I respond back. He's asked to see him a few times, but we haven't been able to make that arrangement work out yet. So he has asked to see him before. He has asked for him to come out there. He asked to have him for Christmas, and you know, we had already booked plans before he had asked, so we weren't able to make that happen. So he has tried to, but like I said, he doesn't put in any effort into trying to, you know, be a father in his life. So I'm not going to send my son to a complete stranger when, you know, I've been through that, and I'm trying to give my son the best life that he can and not have to go through the things that I did as in my childhood. So I'm telling him, you know, be more involved, FaceTime more so he can recognize you, so he can get an idea who you are. And he never wants to do that. He expects everyone to do what he says on his time.
Let me back up just for a second. So when they came over, you said you called her, right? And you didn't talk to him right away?
No, I was still asleep, so my phone, I didn't hear the first few calls until it was already too late.
And when was it? How long was it when she came and took Amari till you actually finally talked to her?
This wasn't that long. Probably like a minute, 2 minutes.
Just
I called repeatedly until she answered the phone.
And then what did you do after she left with him?
I went running around the complex, just trying to search for any type of whereabouts or if I see anything.
So when you finally did get a hold of her, what did you tell her?
I asked her, was anybody supposed to come get him? Was that who she was talking about when she said someone's going to be by? And she said no.
I was in panic mode, and I told him no.
Okay, so now you're thinking, okay, I was not supposed to probably do that, or whatever the case. And then so you started running around, looking around. Can you tell me more about that?
There's nothing. I was running around, found nothing, seen nothing. They were already gone.
He never handed the baby off to anybody. She took him.
So there was no reason to look. Now, when did you call police?
Right after.
And what did they tell you?
They came out, and it was a misunderstanding, said it was a civil matter, and stopped the pursuit of a missing child until I arrived into town at 3. And, well, the plane landed at 2:30, so I made it home around 3. And that's when they started the actual investigation.
So when did you leave to go to Colorado?
I left on Friday.
About what time?
About 4.
4? Did you fly or drive?
I flew.
And what time did the plane leave?
Like around 3:50.
3:50. And what airline was it?
Frontier.
Frontier. Okay. And tell me again why you were in Colorado.
My mom got attacked by a dog, and the dog ate her ligaments, chewed her foot up, and she needed surgery she was in surgery for 2 hours and got over 60 stitches in her foot. And so she's crippled on a scooter.
What are they telling you? What are you telling them at this point?
I mean, I'm giving the police everything of our knowledge of what's going on, our knowledge of where he could be at, and they're writing everything down, looking into everything, and they're doing the best that they can, and we're just trying to help influence them into looking into the right direction.
Okay. And do you think they're doing enough at this point?
I feel like they could be doing a lot more. I mean, he was missing for 8 hours and nobody was looking for him because of a misunderstanding over the phone when they could have just made another phone call and verified.
So do you think they should have looked more right away and started the search right when you called?
Yes.
Okay. And anything else you want to say to people or any other thoughts that you have?
In this haunting moment, her eyes reveal a chilling truth. Her intense gaze suggests a profound understanding of what occurred, with emotions like disappointment and fear woven into her expression. It hints at a reluctance to reveal the truth, possibly to protect someone else. This psychological dynamic highlights the intricate complexity of human behavior and unspoken exchanges.
I just want him back. I just want him back where he needs to be, back with us. Like, people is making this a finger pointing game, and this is not a finger pointing game. My son is really missing, and that side of the family saying that they don't know where he is or what's going on. So it's it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hey guys, well thanks, I appreciate it.
Terrell Rhodes confessed to a harrowing crime at the Emerald Suites near the Las Vegas Strip in his child's mother's absence. He admitted to hitting the toddler multiple times after an incident where the child urinated on himself, leading to the child's distress, cyanosis, and ultimately, his death. In May 2022, a year after his arrest, the trial was postponed. It was rescheduled for April 2023, but has yet to take place, leaving us with unanswered questions. We'll continue to provide updates as this case unfolds. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this in the future. Your support means the world to us.